but the PlayStation 4 is holding us back. The old gen is holding us back from where we need to be right now. You know, last year was fine. Well, this year, this year was fine. Last year was fine for us to be cross-gen. Everyone could play the game, but now we have to take it to another level. What's going on, Wacky Cat? WWE 2K24. The buzz is starting to go around now. People are starting to talk about it. Talk about cover athletes, who should be on the cover, what should they change. So people predicting that it is going to come out in March. So what's going to change? Here's my predictions. And some of these predictions are wishful thinking. Now, first I'm going to talk about the cover athlete. I believe the cover athlete, the cover superstar, a guy that deserves to be on there, Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton needs to be the cover athlete. Now, though, I think Bray Wyatt should be on the cover. Or maybe they should have two covers. One cover where the original superstar they was going to have, and then a special edition where Bray Wyatt is on the cover. But we have to understand, though, for the last two years, the special edition was mostly digitally only. So it wasn't really a real cover. You just saw it on your screen on your PlayStation 5 or Xbox. There wasn't really a physical copy of it with a physical paper. You know, the original standard edition, they come out with the physical copy. So it'd be cool, and it's just another wishful thinking, if they make some type of cover, a physical cover special edition of Bray Wyatt. I predicted, and I believe Bray Wyatt should have been on 2K22's cover. He was one of the guys I made a video that should be on the cover. He has never been on the cover of a WWE 2K game. I think this is the perfect time. And I believe 2K would possibly do it. They pay homage to to our late great athletes. They did last year. This year, Kobe Bryant was on the cover of 2K24. So I believe that, hey, Bray Wyatt should be on the cover of 2K24 with WWE. It's just a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Now, showcase mode. Who should be on the showcase mode? Should Bray Wyatt? Now listen, I'm not going to be too upset if Bray Wyatt's not, because a lot of people are saying Bray Wyatt should have his own showcase mode, which he should. But we don't know how far in development they was making the game. So if they're too far deep in what they originally was trying to do, or whatever that is, with the showcase mode, maybe Randy Orton, I don't know, I'm just guessing, then I'm not going to be too upset that Bray Wyatt may not have his own showcase mode. But at some point, he should have his own showcase mode. He had a legendary career. What a time with his character. One of the greatest characters in WWE history. One of the most unique characters. So I think he deserves to, either if they can squeeze him in, give him his own showcase mode. But if they can't, I'm not going to be mad. They, you know, have some special editions with Bray. This game need to be dedicated to Bray Wyatt, man. Like, straight up. I don't know, you know, they can use that map, but they can't, in my mind, they can't completely ignore Bray Wyatt in this game. They can't not give him a cover. They can't not showcase mode. They cannot give him maybe a special edition uniform. They cannot just breeze by without giving Bray his props, if you ask me. Now, they can do whatever they want. I'm just saying, I think fans are going to be like, wait a minute, you know. So I think they're going to do something with Bray. I don't know what that something is, but it's going to be a surprise. Hopefully, if it happens, it's going to be be a surprise as far as what they're going to do. Now let's talk about the graphics. Now, the graphics, they can't get no better graphics. The only way they're going to advance the graphics if they leave the old gen behind, if they leave the PlayStation 4 behind. I believe that WWE 2K24 should be the next gen only exclusive, meaning you can't play it on old gen anymore. The only way to play this game is you have to get a PlayStation 5, you have to get a PC with a graphic card, you have to get a Xbox Series X or S. That's the only way you're going to be able to play WWE 2K24. Because the reason I'm saying this, and this is just speculation is because they can't advance the graphics anymore. If you the only way I can see them advancing the graphics if they just focus on the next gen. Because if they try to make last gen look like the next gen, they're going to have a bunch of problems. So I believe 2K24 could be, and it's just speculation, a next gen exclusive. I think it's time. I made a video a month or two ago saying, should they cross over? I think they should only next gen. And hey, you're gonna have to get a PlayStation 5. You're gonna have to get an Xbox Series X. Hey, it's time to make that switch. Now here's another thing. The AI and the game mechanics. This is my humble opinion, and it's been my opinion for a very long time. A lot of you was complaining, and I can see where y'all was complaining, because y'all looked at 2K22 and then you compared it to 2K23 game mechanics, and you said you said WWE 2K23 and 2K22 look exactly alike. And to be fair, they do. You can't really tell. We can tell the difference, but you can't really tell too much of a difference. They're going to have to make 2K24 stand out way more than they can't. It's fine to get compared. It's fine for two games, yearly games, to get compared by. But if you get 3 games compared, like all the 3 look the same, that's not good. We give them, I think we give them a pass. Well, okay, 2K23 looks like 2K22. Fine. 2K24 is going to have to make a huge leap, far as not necessarily with the graphics, but with the game mechanics. They're going to have to be more selling. They're going to have to slow the game down or speed the game up. I think they're going to have to slow the game down a little bit more. These AI sliders, I believe, these new AI sliders that was introduced in 2K23, I think they're going to be more advanced in 2K24. And I'm super excited about that if that happens. In fact, I'm way super hyped with 2K24 than I am with 2K23 and 2K22. And even though I haven't been making a lot of videos about 2K24, because we got Brian Williams, if I'm not mistaken, working on this game as well. He's back on the team. I think they need to go back to their roots some way. And what their roots is WWE 2K19. If it's possible, they need to give us fans what we want just this one time. And what I'm talking about, if it's possible, just make WWE 2K24 with awesome graphics, but make it like 2K19. If they can do that one thing, it's over. It's the greatest. It's one of the greatest wrestling games of all time. If they can somehow, listen to me, if they can somehow take that recipe and put it, I know some of us are going, even if I know it may be a little nervousness, like, okay, if we do that, then there's going to be a lot of critics that say, wait a minute, they just took 2K. Well, who cares? Should they do it? Could they do it? It's two different things. Should they do it? Now, which was going to make them more money? That's what they should do. Unfortunately to say. See, we as fans, we want them to do we want them to do certain things every year, but the money talks. It's what's going to make them the most money. So it's what's going to make them the most money if we go back to the WWE 2K19 style. Is that going to make them more money, or is it going to make them more money? Well, they're not going to be pushing that as a selling point. Look at the new mechanic. I mean, they are, but not as a huge selling point to where it's the game changing. It makes you decide if you're really going to buy it or not. But I think they need to go back to the roots. I think there are going to be significant changes to the game mechanics. I think there's going to be significant changes done to the sliders. I think there's going to be significant. I'm very optimistic about this game. I'm excited about 2K24. I think it's the game that's going to be the game that we all agree on, because 2K22 was the redemption game for making 2K20. They was gone for 2K23 was good. None of us really agree, all of us collective as fans, that 2K22 was good or 2K23 is good. Now, I believe 2K23 was really good. I really love 2K23. But a lot of you said, no, I don't like 2K23. I think 2K24 is going to be the closest to where the majority of us saying this game is awesome. Now, easier said than done. I don't know what's going to have to take place. A lot of game testing, a lot of pressure to get this to be whatever it's going to be. But it has to deliver. It can't be the same old copy and paste this time. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some element of copy and paste, but it can't be identical to 2K23. It's going to have to be leaps and bounds. And the only way to do that, like, again, I'm going to say it, the only way to make 2K24 leaps and bounds from 2K23 and 2K22 is to make it next gen only. And I'm sorry, guys, some of you may not like that. Some of you say I want to play it on the PlayStation 4, but the PlayStation 4 is holding us back. The old gen is holding us back from where we need to be right now. You know, last year was fine. Well, this year, this year was fine. Last year was fine for us to be cross-gen. Everyone could play the game, but now we have to take it to another level. And now we're talking about rumors of being a live service. 2K24 could be, which I don't know exactly how that's going to look. It might be cool. It may elevate, but of course they're going to take risks. They don't want to. They still, I believe, want to elevate the game, WWE game. They don't want to go all the way. They don't want to take it because, to be honest, 2K19, if they make it like 2K19, is going backwards. It is going backwards. So you got to look at it like, okay, well, should we go backwards or should we keep going forward? We need to elevate the game, not go backwards. I know listen, they're going to be, I don't know, that's speculation. They may say, listen, I know these guys. I know these fans that play WWE 2K games love 2K19. I know they adore 2K17. They love 2K16. They love all the old games. But these games are old. They're old technology. That we got stuff possibly that we got something that they don't know they like yet. Like this new technology, this new style that we got. That see, so we as consumers, and we know we love these games, we have to consider that possibly their mind frame, the developer mind frame, their mind frame is most likely, listen, we got to advance this. I know they keep talking about 2K19. We did great, but that's so many years ago. We got to keep. So I'm just saying, give the fans what they want for this one time and kind of hold off from the elevation as far as keep the graphics. But hey, maybe if they keep 2K19 style, if they take it to 2K19 style, maybe it could be cross-gen, but I don't know. But either they do that or they're gonna have to just go to one gen, next gen, and just elevate that. It's gonna be really interesting. I believe 2K24 is going to be better than 2K23 and 2K22. That's what I'm believing that. If he's involved with this, I believe that there is going to be a lot of AI mechanics. There's going to be a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of new technology. Universe mode, I don't know what they need to do something with that. I know they added the stories. But hey, it's right around the corner. If it comes out in March, that's the rumor. So, yeah, sounds good to me. Well, that's just a prediction, early prediction. But hey, it ain't that early. We got November, December, January, February, March. Hey, right around the corner. And we should start seeing trailers and commercials, and possibly, we saw in January, we probably may see a first 2K23 commercial. So, hey, I don't know. But anyway, I'm Wacky Cat. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm out.